Hello, hello. I am back. I am back with really exciting news today. Um, Finally, I get to plant some seedlings. I'm so excited about that. When I watch y'all in there planting all your seeds and all of your greenhouses and your closets and your grow lights, and I'm like, it's still too early for me, but you all have a lot of good information out there, so it's been really neat watching you. Anyhow, guess what I got in the mail? I got my seed order. So excited. Alright, so last year my garden got destroyed by a hailstorm. I know you've heard me say this 1,000 times already, but part of the healing process was my son and I, my youngest son, he lives here, we started buying our tomato seeds then. And we went through and we picked out things that we have never grown. And of course, I had to get these. I can hardly wait to grow them and to try them. They just look so cool. So these are the Brad's Atomic Grape Tomatoes. And they're from Wild Boar Farms. I am really excited about these. And then Tyler picked out the Black Beauty tomatoes. And then I picked out the Dark Galaxy. They look really cool. And then Tyler picked out the Wagner Blue Green tomato. And then Tyler picked out this Great White tomato as well. And it's supposed to be really sweet. Remnants of a pineapple, I think it said. Yep, a fresh cut pineapple. Ooh, so this one ought to be, this is going to be fun. I like doing different things. So there was a couple things that I wanted to order because I do want a really nice red slicer, and there wasn't one in here. And I've always done like Better Boy or what's that other one? I can't think of it right. Beef steak, because those are the ones that my dad always planted, and they just remind me of him, so I've always planted them. But this year we're going to step out and do things different, and that's exciting. So I'm gonna show you guys what the other ones are. Plus we should have our free seeds in here. You know, I'm always curious to see what those are. Last year we got a lot of carrots. Okay. Woo, this is fun. Yes. I'll show you this. So yeah, awesome. I forgot that I had ordered some okra because mine, I'm almost out. And then I got me some butter crunch lettuce. Let me find, oh yeah, yes. Oh, of course, never grew these before. This will be a first time. Thank you, Jess. I'm excited to try these. I like the way they look. Okay, you guys, check these out. When I saw these, I love jalapenos. And when I saw these, I got so excited because I was reading on it. And they were developed at New Mexico State University. And that's where I went to college. So I was like, oh, wow, cool. So, yeah, I had to try these. This is exciting. All right. These were for my grandson. Yep. These are for him. All right. So these are the tomatoes that we chose. I had to get the Abe Lincoln. Yeah, I really wanted to try the Abe Lincoln. So that's the big red tomato that I chose to do. So we'll put that over here in the tomatoes. And then, ta-da! The Kellogg's Breakfast. I know that's not red, but that's what I'm doing. I think I have some beefsteak tomatoes that are free. We're gonna be potting some up in big pots and putting them on the back for my mom. So I'm pretty excited about those. The Mexican sour, is that gherkins? The Mexican sour gherkins, otherwise known as cucamelons. Landon wanted these. So he's a little cucumber eater, and he thought they looked like little baby watermelons, which they do. And so he asked for these. And then Tyler, I called him Tiger. Tyler wanted to do the melon bed. I had a salsa bed last year, and it really is a bed. And we did all of our jalapenos and tomatoes and stuff in the salsa bed. And Tyler wanted to know if he could have it this year for a melon bed. I was like, yes. So he got the Tiger melons. That's why I wanted to call him Tiger instead of Tyler. I was reading it. Anyway, so he got Tiger melons. And then he ordered the, I guess it's cicada sweet. He's like all into the history, and he likes things that come from, oh, this is Japanese. Okay, of course. He likes Japanese food. I can see him picking that. And then he has the orange watermelon that he chose. And then the White Wonder watermelon. And then you saw that I picked out the Kajari melon. There's just lots. Look at this little dude. This is going to be different. It's called, I can't see it, hold on. What I should have been doing in the first place. Okay, now I got my smart look going on. Oh yeah, Italian sea pumpkins. And I'm not even going to attempt to tell you where they're from. See that word? Anyway, yeah, they're supposed to be really good. To me, they kind of look warty, like a witch's face. But this is Tyler's choice because he likes things different. And then he just could not get over that this right here, the carbon dating for this corn is 4,000, maybe 4,000 years old. He cannot get over the fact that these could be 4,000 years old. So we had to have these two. I'm like, you're taking up all of my garden space with your silly stuff. You could still eat it. So yeah, 4,000-year-old corn and sea pumpkins. This is gonna be a fun gardening year. I'm excited. So I got holy basil. I've not ever grown this, and I hear it smells amazing. So I was really, really, really excited to get some of this. My free seeds was butter crunch lettuce. Yay! Oh, I'm getting excited. I'm kind of tired of being in the house all the time. There's a part of me that really loves it, but there's this part of me that really wants to get outside, and I'm not a fan of the cold. I like to look at it from indoors. I don't like to be out in it, especially snow. These zinnias. Aren't those cool? I just couldn't resist when I saw those. My last frost date, what I just looked up, said May 2nd, and I don't believe that. That was Farmer's Almanac. They were right this last year, but on the first frost, but I don't know about the last frost being May 2nd. Okay, this is my 4th spring here, and I haven't seen a mild spring yet. It's just we get blasted with snowstorms and wind. The wind is atrocious. I don't know what's worse, the snowstorms or the wind. Together they create blizzards, and there's no fun in all that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want to be able to plant 2 of each of my tomato plants inside of my garden. So that's going to be 14. I don't know if 14 is going to fit, but it might. If not, I need to pick what I don't want. Like, I don't think I would want 2 of the Wagner blue greens. They don't look They don't look tasty, but they may be better than any of them. I don't know. I don't think I want to with the Dark Galaxy, and the only reason why is as cool looking as they are, they're awful little. I want like some big ones. So I won't do 2 of those. But I'm going to definitely do 2 of the Abe Lincolns, and I'm definitely going to do 2 of the big Kellogg's. And I'm going to do 2 of the Atomic Grapes. I had to get some extra okra seeds, the Jing Orange. I got these last year. I planted, was it the same? Yeah, last year I planted them and I loved them. They were prolific. I got so many of these. I was really excited about the Hill Country heirloom, but they were a little woody to me. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan. You could go out in the morning and they wouldn't be quite ready, but if you didn't get out there by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they'd be too big. So you have to really stay on top of these. And they don't get very big anyway. They're short and squatty. But I didn't like them, that is, until I dehydrated them. And then they're really big around, so when they dehydrate, they're perfect. And to use them as croutons on top of salads or on top of your soups and stuff, these were amazing. And if you don't like the slime, dehydrating it got rid of that mucilage. And I don't even have any left. We already ate them all. We ate them all right away, but we enjoyed them. They were good. So I'm actually, I still have seeds in here, and I'm going to grow all of them this year. And then I'm going to harvest some of the seeds so that I have them for next year. But they were really good, dehydrated, and I will now grow them. At first, I said I wasn't going to ever grow them again, but now I decided I will because I can put them in the dehydrator. Okay. My grandson's supposed to be here this afternoon, and we're supposed to be starting up some of our fall stuff. Not fall, we're supposed to be starting up some of our spring. Speaking of spring, my birthday was at the end of January, and my mother-in-law sent me these Texas blue bonnets. When I lived in South Texas, and my favorite thing in the spring is to go drive around and look at the blue bonnets. If you have never been to Texas during the spring, it's just amazing. The scenery is so beautiful. I don't know if they'll grow here, but I think I'll start one packet up. Oh, requires little care and grows well in poor soil. It should grow great in Colorado. Be back with Landon later on, and we'll do a seed planting. Hey, you guys. So there was a change in plans. Yesterday Landon was supposed to come, and they weren't able to make it, so he was not here to help me start these seedlings, but that's okay because this really isn't the ones that he wants to start. He's more about his ground cherries and his cucamelons and watermelons and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start my seeds for my spring garden. I'm thinking I'm probably already a little bit late doing this, but my last frost date is supposed to be May 2nd. I'm not sure I really truly believe that's going to be it, but that's when it's what they have listed on the Farmer's Almanac. So March 21st is when they suggest 6 weeks before would be March 21st to get my seedlings started, and that would be my tomatoes and peppers and eggplant and things like that. But for now, I'm going to start, I'll show you here. I'm going to just start some cold weather things, and that's going to be like, I'm going to go ahead and start some broccoli and some of my cabbage. This is some seedlings that I had left over from last year, and I want to go ahead and use them up before I break into my new seeds that I got from Baker Creek. Some of those I'm going to break into a little bit later, but I'm going to go ahead and we are going to plant in this little rotisserie chicken container, and I'm going to plant the butter crunch lettuce in this one. And then I have 6 cells of 6 here, and so I'm going to end up planting my yellow Spanish onions, some celery, cabbage, broccoli. Anyhow, I went to the store and I got a seed starting mix. This is what they had available, and I'm going to go ahead and just get everything started. So I just get a cup, and I'm going to come in here and just pour the dirt into my cells here. Okay, so where I learned to garden, I never had to start my plants. Straight to the nursery and bought them already done, or I direct sowed them. So last year, I started some seeds inside, and I waited way too late to get them started. Go ahead and press down your soil inside of your cells here. You don't want to overpack them because you don't want your soil to be too dense for your seedlings to start, because then your little roots won't be able to grow and spread. So you don't want to get it pressed down too deep. So what happens is, what you're trying to do here is you're trying to press out the air bubbles so that when you do put your seeds on top and you water them, they don't dislodge and end up going too deep where they end up rotting. So once you get to this point, go ahead and put just a little bit of water on your on your dirt, and let it soak in. This will help keep your seeds in place. If you water it after you plant your seed, then you take a chance on your seed getting dislodged and going deep into the soil and not being able to germinate. All right, so that's ready to plant. And now I just need to figure out what I'm going to put in there. And I'm thinking broccoli. So I'm going to... really sure how well I'm going to be able to do this one-handed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little hole on this side. And then I'm going to make another little hole on this side. And I'm just going to plant one broccoli seed in one hole. See if it lets go. I don't know if it did or not. I probably got more in there. Oh, there is one in there. I see it. And then I'm going to do the other one in this hole, just in case only one germinates. They may both germinate. But I'm going to go ahead and do that through all rest of the 6 cells, and then I'm just going to keep going and doing each one with different things. Alright, so we're going to use this rotisserie chicken container. I put holes in the bottom of it for drainage. And now I'm just going to, needs a little bit more dirt than that. Add some more soil to it. Again, I'm going to just pack this down. Can you guys hear the birds? It was supposed to snow today, and I came out here and it was so warm. I'm like, there's no way it's gonna snow. And then I looked up over here, and here comes something. And you can already feel the temperature dropping. I look off over here, and there's some sort of storm on its way. The temperature's already dropping. You guys, I almost forgot one of the most important things, and that was my labels. So as I continue to plant, I'm going to stick in there what I am planting. Don't forget to do that if you want to know what it is that you planted. Y'all, the celery seeds are so tiny. I just had to sprinkle them over the top, and then I'm just going to cover them. They were just so tiny, and the wind is starting to blow. It's getting a little breezy out here, so I didn't want them to blow away, so I'm just putting the dirt over the top of them. And then I'll just gently press them down. And I'll probably get a squirt bottle. I don't want to water from the top at this point on, because I don't want to flush my seeds deeper. I don't want to cause my seeds to go deeper into my soil. All right, I'm going to keep planting up. There you have it, guys. It's all done. Just my spring stuff. I will be doing my tomatoes and peppers, eggplant and all that at another time. So now all I need to do is take it downstairs and put it under the grow lights. So I would really like to encourage you guys, if you've never started seeds indoors, go ahead and try. You can grow with me, learn with me. You can follow my progress and see if what I'm doing is working, and share with me. Comment in the comments below if this is your first time to start seeds. If you have any advice that you could give me. I didn't go buy heat mats. I'm actually going to be using heat pads that you use for sore muscles and stuff instead of heat mats for plants. And I don't see why it wouldn't work, and I have 2 of them, and it would sure save me some money. I don't want to have to go buy them. So I'm going to go ahead and take these downstairs and get them set up, and I'll meet you. Okay, so I'm back down here, and I have put a couple of trays on the bottom. I put the heat pad real quick, I would like to just say something about using the heat mat here. When using one of these, I choose to keep the cover on it. It's washable if it was to get dirty, but don't be stupid, okay? Don't get this wet. Don't be, I'm sure that this is not what this is made for, so I don't want you to be careless and not check it. Please, if you use something that's not made to do this, make sure that you're cautious. Don't get it wet. Check it. Make sure it's not getting too hot. This one, mine is, yeah, it's not even hot at all. It never has been one to get hot. I have another one that I would be very, very cautious with, because its low is very warm. So, like I said, please be smart and don't let this get wet. If you can't afford a heat mat and you have one of these and you want to use it at your own risk. This is my first time trying it, so I'm going to be careful as well. I will unplug it before I even water. And also my tray right here that I set this, I have these little cells are sitting in a tray that also drains into this tray. Okay, that's all the water. There is no more drainage. This is solid. I don't know if you can see that, but it's solid. So this is not going to get wet. Not from there anyway. So that's all I wanted to say. And then I put my trays on top here. I also had to put this inside of another tray because for them to drain into. Your rotisserie chicken tray, I poked holes in the bottom of this plastic, so then I took another lid and flipped it upside down and set it in there, and that way when I water it, it will drain into this. I advise you to use a spray bottle to water the tops of all of your plants, and you can put the water in the tray in the below it, soak up from the bottom. You don't want your seeds to dry out, but you also don't want them to get too wet either, because then they'll just sink down in there and rot. Watch this. Ta-da! I am set. In a couple of weeks, I'll come in here and I'll start planting my tomatoes and my peppers and my eggplant, probably a couple of other things I could think of. I usually direct sow all my squash. I really don't ever buy squash plants. I always direct sow them, but I might get a little bored. And if I do, I'll probably be in here just doing it for fun. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope that I inspire you to try to start your seedlings indoor and get a head start on your gardening season. You guys have a great day. God bless you. Bye-bye.